Hey, Cranny here, online business coach, and today I want to talk about something that I have seen a lot of in the past few weeks, and it is time management issues. So what I want to talk about here is when you're first starting out or you're in growth mode for your business, it can happen to anybody. You start spending time on the wrong things. And how this usually happens is you will be looking at other boutiques, because that's what a lot of people do when they're first starting out or when they're trying to grow their business. They start looking at what everyone else is doing. And give me a yes in the comments if you do this, because I know I did it in the beginning too. And so you go and you look at these other boutiques and you say, oh, they're doing this, I need to do that too. And then you forget about what you're working on because something else seems to be more important. So I can tell you, I've been coaching now for 4 years. I've coached thousands of ladies, and one of the most common things is spending your time, which we all know is limited, on the wrong things. So if you're not getting the sales that you want to be getting right now, which I know there are tons of you out there that follow me that are not getting the sales that you want to be getting. And you need to look at how you're spending your time. So when I plan out my days and how I spend my time, I am very, very careful to spend time on things that will actually move my business forward. And what I consider something that moves my business forward to be is something that brings in sales, right? Because that's the most important thing. First, I go for the stuff that's going to make me quick sales. Then once that's done, then I can work on the long-term things. So if you have a website, and this happens to me all the time too, let's say you want to go in and redo something on your website. And with Shopify, you know, there's tons of stuff that you can always be doing. It's never ending, right? Say yes if you agree. There's always something that you can be doing, like rewriting product descriptions, or reconfiguring some of your collections, or going in and changing up the tags, or, you know, switching the pictures around. There's so much stuff. You could literally spend days on it. And talk about looking for product. I have probably spent months of my life looking at product. I've looked at hundreds of thousands, probably millions of products over the years since I started back in 2013. And so you really have to be careful that you don't get sucked in spending time on those things when they're not going to bring you sales. Now, looking for product is important, but you need to make sure that you manage your time well, right? So that needs to be something that you do after you get the most important things done. So if you have something like an event coming up, or you have a live that you're going to do, or somewhere that you're going to do a pop-up, those are in the top 3 things that you need to work on, right? Those take precedence over something like updating your website or looking for product that you're going to need in 30 days, right? So the immediate the profit, you know what I mean, right? The immediate income, that's the word I was looking for. The immediate income producing things that you can do right now are social media and email, right? So if you are working with me, you know exactly what you need to do with the emails that you're sending. If you're not working with me, I'll drop a link in the comments for my academy, because those are the ladies that I work with. I talk to them on a daily basis in our private Facebook group. And by sending an email, you can generate immediate sales like today, right? By posting on social media, you can make sales today, right? So those are very important money sales generating activities, right? Those take precedence over something that is not going to make you money right away. Next is the stuff that's coming up. You have to make sure that you have that stuff planned. And if you haven't learned by now or realized, owning a small business is kind of like being on a roller coaster. There's always something to do. So the key to being successful is to make sure that you're focusing on things in the right order. Does that make sense? I mean, I didn't know this when I first started, so I'm hoping this is helping you. Tell me in the comments if this is helping you. So it's all about time management, and it can get really bad for you if you start looking on Facebook, and I'm in some groups and I watch the comments and I just think, oh my gosh, you should not be focusing on that right now. If you're first launching, if you're just getting started, there are different priorities that you're going to have versus someone that's been in business for 10 years. So if you're looking at a big boutique that's been around for, let's see, my boutique's been open almost 10 years now. If you're looking at what I'm doing and you're comparing what you should do to that, I am way down the road from you. I focused on that stuff, 5-10 years ago that you should be focusing on now, and I'm doing other things. So you don't know how far along that other person is that you're watching. The next thing is, if you are watching other people, they might not know what they're doing. Think about that. Because I've had lots of conversations with ladies about pricing in the past, and they say, oh, the boutique down the street's only charging this much for the same product that I've got. Well, do you think they're going to be in business in, 6 months or a year? No. If they're not charging and making enough profit, they will not stay in business. So you may be looking at someone that doesn't know what they're doing. So that's even worse, right? So you're putting off the money generating activities that you should be doing, and instead you're watching so-and-so on Facebook and what they're doing, and it might not be working. You may be watching a sinking ship and not even know it, right? So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I'm going to start doing more content about time management because I really think that successful business owners spend their time a lot differently, and it does matter where you're at in the process. So make sure if you're just starting out, you're in your first year of business, that you're not watching someone that's been in business for a long time and comparing what you're doing to what they're doing, because it's not going to match up. So if you want more information, you can follow me on YouTube, and I will also drop the link to Ecom Academy because we have a couple openings in that program right now, and so I'd love to have you in there. So I'll see you soon.